Yossi Kapawasa, thank you very much for joining us here on the programme. Pleasure to get your insight. We now move over to North America, where US President Donald Trump threatens to impose more tariffs on the European Union after the bloc slaps a 2.95 billion euro fine of about 3.47 billion US dollars on Google for violating anti-monopoly laws. Right after the EU's decision, Trump posts on Truth Social that Europe today hits another great American company, Google, with a $3.5 billion fine, effectively taking money that would otherwise go to American investments and jobs. Very unfair, and the American taxpayer will not stand for it. He adds, as I've said before, my administration will not allow these discriminatory actions to stand. I'll be forced to start a Section 301 proceeding to nullify the unfair penalties being charged to these tax-paying American companies. The EU accuses Google of abusing its dominance in ad tech by giving its own ad exchanges a competitive edge. It's the fourth multi-billion euro antitrust fine Brussels has imposed on the company. Google vows to appeal it. Digital regulation enforcement continues to surface during EU-US trade talks under Donald Trump. We are now joined by Professor Madhav Nalapat. He is the editorial director of The Sunday Guardian, and he joins us live from New Delhi. Thank you very much, Professor Nalapat, for joining us here on the programme, as always. What are your thoughts on this? Does the US practice unfair digital regulation, and what are your thoughts on Donald Trump using his tariff policy to rebut it?
Look, in the first place, I'd like to point out that the EU is a very important partner of the United States, both in trade as well as in security, as well as in people-to-people relationships. And for sake of $3 billion, you're willing to basically, put a sledgehammer to the US-EU close relationship. It makes no sense at all. The fact is that the Europeans have strict antitrust laws. So, by the way, do the Americans. And so do other countries now more and more, because the fact is that tech is an important component of not only modern lives, but modern warfare. Modern warfare depends heavily on tech, and keeping tech secrets and advancing your tech is very important. There's now, for example, a tech race between the United States on the one hand and its allies and partners and China. And frankly, the way Trump is moving, several of the allies and partners are beginning to wonder, are they really partners or are they enemy countries? And the latest now is this kind of threat on the EU. Look at the juxtaposition. You have a relationship that is, worth, billions, if not $1 trillion, and you're putting that at risk for the $3 billion for Google. Look, the fact of the matter is that, to be honest with you, it makes no sense at all. And those of us in India who have been trying to grapple with the way Trump has been shifting his stand, the way Trump has been going ahead with his tariff threats, frankly, as yet, at least I, for one, am unable to decipher any logic behind it. Thank you.
Yes, thank you, Professor Nalapat. Do stay with us. We have some further updates